ask you about Ron Atkinson as well, because there's quite a lot of popularity amongst our listeners for just the legacy of Big Ron. He seems to be quite a popular figure. What are your memories, or is there any funny stories you have of working with Big Ron?
Funny stories. Again, I just signed for West Brom, me and Barnsley, and we went to Woodstock, which is near. I mean, they have gigs on the Woodstock, but we went there for pre-season training because they have the Oxford Hills there. And Robbo and the rest of the boys had told us about it. It was a punishing start to pre-season, which in those days was all about running up hills and whatever. How life changes, eh? Now they get a ball first day in training. We was running up hills for 5 days. And anyway, the night before, we got there, settled in, and Big Ron said, right, no going out. If you go out, you need to be back to your rooms for 9 o'clock. Remember, you got a hard day tomorrow. So me and Barnsley thought, oh, we'll just sneak off. We found a nice little pub. Not too far from where we were staying, and we got ourselves nice and cozy out in the garden, a nice sunny evening, and a bottle of champagne came over, and we asked who it was from. He just said, oh, he's going to marry, he's a West Brom fan, and he just wants to wish you all the best for your start at West Brom. So anyway, we drank the champagne. It'd be rude not to. And then another bottle came over. Yeah. So we thought it would be rude not to go. Me too was to send us the champagne over. And he said, oh, don't worry, I'll bring him out. And it was no more than Big Ron. And we drank the champagne. As we got to the end of the second bottle of champagne, he said to me, you two better be ready for tomorrow. And I remember Peter Barnes being sick, going up the hills. Big Ron, Mick Brown, who's his assistant then, who came to United with him, kicking him up the backside to say, oh, how's that champagne now, Barnes? As he's kicking him up the backside, he's going up those hills. Trust me, it was a lesson that was learned very quickly.
Amazing! What an absolute character that Big Ron was.
He was.
It's quite cool.
He had, for me, he had the balls, if you can say that, to manage United, because you can't go to United whether you're not as a manager or a player and be a shy, shrinking violet. I mean, you've got to stand up and be counted because of the expectations, and that was right up Ron Street. That was. If you could have picked a job for him, that would have been the job. I think he started off not bad. I think in his first season, I think he won the first 10 games or something. But it didn't go as well as he would have liked. But that happens with a lot of managers when they go to big clubs and expectations are vast.